I'm in my shed at the moment, as you can see. My gardening shed. It's a bit messy, but I'm here. And I'm planting, I'm sowing some seeds. Now's the time to sow seeds for spring, so I'm sowing some. I've got some tomatoes that I'm actually sowing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, I think it's 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different tomato types that I'm actually sowing. I've got black Krim. I've got the Roma tomatoes. I've got big black and red tomatoes. I've got cherry tomatoes from my own cherry tomatoes that I harvested. And cocktail tomatoes, which I've harvested also. So I'm going to do those in this tray. I've already done 2 lots. Done the Roma and the black Krim. I'm going to do some more, and then this is going in my house on the heat mat so that they will germinate. I've also got a few other things that I want to sow as well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it in this tray or not. So I've got some Yellow Wonder capsicum or bell pepper. I've also got another bell pepper here, a red bell pepper that I harvested seeds from last year. I've got some burpless cucumber. I've got some, I've got 4 seeds of Caroline Reaper chilies. I'm hoping they will germinate. I've got some red onion and zucchini. So that's what I'm going to be starting today. As I said, some may not make it into the house. They might have to go in the greenhouse to germinate, which will probably take them a bit longer because it's still quite cold. In fact, it's freezing in this shed. Anyhow, we'll get on to sowing these seeds. I'm putting, I've got these sorts of trays. So I'm putting 2 in each pod, 2 seeds in each pod. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Is I'm starting off small because we're not a big family and I'm the only one that really eats tomatoes anyway. So unless I make like the Roma tomatoes, I'll make into sauce, like, you know, passata and things like that. So yeah, but other than that, I'm the only one that eats the tomatoes. So I've done those 2. Let's get Gloomy's garden big black red tomatoes. I love harvesting my own seeds. It's been pretty good. Some of them sometimes don't turn out the same as what you've harvested, especially if you harvest them from supermarket tomatoes. They tend to be a bit different, but that's okay. These were from a supermarket tomato, these big black red ones. But I have grown them last year and they were good. Still the same sort of thing, so it doesn't always work out that way. So, and I've always got more seed in case I need to do a second planting if something goes wrong between now and when I plant out the seedlings. And I'm also being a very good girl this year because I'm labeling them all, because last year I didn't label them and I thought, oh, remember? Of course I remember. Why wouldn't I remember? I tell you why I didn't remember. Got a freaking bad memory. So yeah. So what are these ones? Oh, black and red. So we've got 6 times black and red. These were an heirloom tomato that I picked up at the supermarket, and I thought, well, let's give it a go and see what happens. And as I said, last year they turned out fine, which was great. Now, got to put some more holes in my dirt. I'm really over winter this year. You know, it started off all right. We had a lot of sunny days, but we've had a bit of miserable weather as well. You know when you secure your own seeds and you haven't got anything but paper and sticky tape? Yeah. And then it's hard to get into, like a Christmas present. Good job I got a pair of scissors. Right. I'll take my little gel pack out of there. Oops, I just dropped them all. Anywho, I've got a few of these, so I'll put some of these in. These are the cocktail tomatoes. Cocktail tomatoes. They're sort of cherry, but bigger. Like a mid tomato. I like a mid tomato sometimes, just for snacking on. So I'm doing 6 of each of the tomatoes at the moment, because I figured, yep, that'll be enough. I know not all of them will come up, but I might be amazed like last year when they all did, and I had about 50 million plants. Unfortunately, a lot of them got blossom end rot. So I've amended the soil this year, and I'm hoping that that will be fixed. So yes, let's get these covered over, these little beauties. Right. Oh, forgot to put the gel pack in. I like putting these gel packs in because it takes any moisture out, so there's no possibility of mold happening, especially with your own harvested seeds. That's when I can find them. Oh, come on. Right. Okay. So that's those ones done. Now, oh, I better put a stick in there, hadn't I? Label it, label it, label it. They're cocktail tomatoes. 6 times cocktail. There we go. You can't see what I'm doing, but yeah. There's my little thing there. So that's good. So we've got 6 Roma, 6 black and cream, 6 black and red, 6 black and cream, 6 black cream, 6 black and red, 6 cocktail, and now I'm going to put in the cherry tomatoes. So I just poke a little hole, 2 in each. And then we'll get these happening too. This was easy to open because I've already opened it before. So. Oh, these seeds are a bit more fiddlier because they are the cherry tomato ones. Like cherry, small. Oh. With me, with my fumble fingers, it doesn't want to go in. I'm having trouble picking up just one. All right. So that's the cherry tomatoes. So let's cover them over because otherwise nothing's gonna happen. Lovely. Now, I have to cut these sticks because they're a bit big. So this is cherry. So 6 times cherry. This tray that I'm using is an old meat tray from the supermarket. Whenever you get meat from a supermarket, it comes in a plastic tray. Instead of like throwing them out or throwing them in the recycle bin, I normally just use them as pots to put like trays in, so that it collects the water and everything. But it's also got these drain marks in as well, so it doesn't just sit in water. It kind of like, it's really good. I find them very good. I don't know if anyone else uses them. If you do, let me know. What else should we plant? Capsicum? Should we do capsicum? Because we do eat a lot of capsicum. Well, Paul and I do. Caitlin hates capsicum. She's weird. So we'll do some red capsicum. I suppose each to their own, eh? So, get these out. Oh. I harvested these from my own ones last year. Or the year before, I can't remember. I forgot to put a date on them. Which is typical of me. You know, I do these things and think, yeah, I remember. My mother always told me I had a lousy memory, so I don't know why I think I can remember these things. Okay. So hence, I have paper, well not paper, sticks. Oh no, I'm dropping seeds everywhere. I'm terrible at this. Right. Okay, so we'll put those in there, and that's red capsicum or bell pepper if you're in the United States. I'm always amazed at how everywhere calls something different, like zucchini or courgette. We call it zucchini. Yep, red bell. Red bell, stick her in there. Right, so now I've got this one. This one is from the Seed Collection, which is a company I deal with here in Australia. They're very good. And again, I've stuck it with sticky tape last time I used it. That's it. I don't have the patience. Have scissors, we'll travel. So before I get these out, I've got to make some holes, haven't I? I'm doing 6 of everything. I like that. That's a round number, isn't it? 6 of everything. 6, 6, 6. Number of the best. Oh, that's the best for me. What are these? YOLO Wonder. 6 times YOLO Wonder. Right. Okay. So what shall I do next? Should I... what have we got? What we've got left is cucumber, red onions and zucchini. Oh, and my 4 little Carolina Reaper chilies. I might do that in pots. I might do the zucchini in pots and do another tray of onions. So I might do the cucumber. I think I'll start the cucumber off. That might be an ideal thing. So again, we'll do 6, because I can always do another sowing in a few weeks. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, that one went down so well. Plop. There's something about sowing seeds. Gives you sort of hope for the future, doesn't it? I'd much rather sow seeds than watch the news, that's for sure. Everything's going wrong in the world today, isn't it? And the only thing we can do is try our best to survive it. And if that means growing our own food and learning how to mend things and, you know, create things, I think that is so important these days, because life is just too expensive. It's just amazing how expensive it really is these days. I sound like an old person, don't I? In these days, back in my day, life has always been expensive. Let's put it that way. 6 times cucumber. I remember not being able to afford things in the 70s. Yes, I am that old. Yes, I was a teenager in the 70s. Anywho, so all I've got to do now is all my little seeds. Oops, I've got to place them in here properly so they sit straight. I've got to water them, and then they're going on the heat mat inside in my office. So it'll be nice and toasty and warm, and hopefully they'll germinate within 5 to 7 days. One would hope. Still got to do these onions, and I've got some sunflowers. So giant sunflowers. So we're going to go and get another tray. I'm going to do a tray of onions and a tray of sunflowers. Oh, I think that'll be enough. Just got to get all the lumps out. It's been sitting there for too long. I've had this soil for a while and it's just been sitting there. So it's got to be clumpy lumpy. So as long as we get the lumps out, it should smooth out all right. Righty ho ho ho. Let us go go go. Right. So I'm going to use this as a guide. That was a bit deep, wasn't it? A bit too deep onions, but guess what? We're just going to go with it. Might take a long time to germinate, but they'll germinate eventually. Oh, my goodness. Sticky tape. Sticky tape. Right. Oh, I think I'll do all those. There's not many in there, so we'll just scatter them along the lines. Can always thin them out later, can't I? There, just enough for 4 lines, so that's all right. Just squish them over. Squish, 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 squish. Right. I'll put them in the greenhouse and we'll... Oh, I better... I'm running out of sticks. Oh no. Let's just see if I've got some more. I have a prongy thing that I used for Sunflower Double Delight. That's not those. So I'll use this for onions. Red onions. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the table, aren't I? I'm trying to get it so you can read it, but it's a bit, yeah. So I'll just plonk that there, I think. Now that one and that one are ready to go into the greenhouse, and I'll water them in there. Now we're going to do some sunflowers. These are ones that we've harvested off of our sunflowers in a former year, February 2025. We've got 2 jars. One's a bigger jar than this. So I want to plant as many as I can because I just want to do a wall of sunflowers because I love them so much. So these are the giant ones. So I'm going to get a tray of soil. I'll be right back. Okay. We shall get the lumps out of this one as well. It's like massage. Massage the soil. That's nice. What did I do with my stick? My stick. Again, I'll use it to do 4 lines. Sunflowers. Right. Ooh. They're smoking. All right, let's see how many of these we can get in. Wow. Got way too many seeds here. But then again, they might not all germinate, so we'll just have to see, won't we? Plus, it's still cold in South Australia, where I am. So it might take a while to germinate in the greenhouse because it's not the warmest. It's warm during the day. It's lovely during the day. But at night, it's a bit chilly willies. So I'll scooch all the dirt up, cover them. And now I've got to find another label, excuse me. I have got to clean a lot of these because they've been written on both sides. This one hasn't, but what's this one? Dwarf butterbean. Yes, I've got to clean them all off so I can reuse them. But for now, we're just going to put giant sunflowers. I've got to make a note in my diary of all the ones that I've planted today, because if I don't, I won't remember. No, I won't. And it'll be a travesty because I'll be going, what the hell is that? I've got some in there at the moment in the greenhouse that I thought I planted onions, and I've got 6 onions come up, but there's all this other stuff that's in there and I have no idea what they are. I think they're flowers of some sort. I'm guessing. So, what else have I got to do? Nothing. I think that's it, isn't it? I might do another tray and get another lot of flowers. Should I do some more sunflowers? Can you ever have enough sunflowers? I don't think you can. Oh, but maybe I'll wait. I'll wait on the sunflowers. And what I'll do is I'll go and get some cosmos or cornflowers or something pretty and do that in a tray and see what happens. That's what I'll do. Okay, so I was only going to do a few seeds today and I've ended up doing a whole heap more. So what I've got now is 6 times zucchini. I've got a whole tray of red onions. Got a whole tray of giant sunflowers. And I was going to stop there. And then I've got some rosellas, some moringa in the little tall pots. Then I planted some flowers. I've got zinnias, cornflower and Canterbury bells in here. Then I've got borage and mugwort in there. And then in this one I've got red cedar. It has to be sown on top of the soil and covered over. I've got to get a little bulldog clip for that. Yeah, other than my tomatoes and the chilies, which are now sitting on the heat mat inside. So yeah, my greenhouse is starting to get a bit full up. Well, filled quite nicely. I think I'll call it a day now.